And we are live. Please like, share, subscribe. Mr. Gracie.
Right
Show
out of the box.
142.
I like it.
Let's go.
What are we at?
Come on.
142, is that what you said?
Yes, sir. We
Sweet.
didn't realize 150 is a milestone. We might have to plan something for that. And while
yeah.
we're thinking of that, ba-boom shakalaka, what's up with that?
trying to get my Instagram live. There you go. Play the
good
music,
idea.
baby.
Thank you, Chad. I'm going to do that too. Enjoy the intro, folks, while we're going live.
Two voices in the air, they vibe, they glow. They got the kind of spark you wanna know. Dropping thoughts like stars, watch them flow.
Hey.
The gracious do, oh yeah, it's true. Laughs and wisdom, all for you. The gracious too, they're breaking through. Turn it up, it's what you do.
Hey, I'm almost there, going live on,
I think I'm live.
It's sharp.
Chad's quicker than me, I'm sorry.
It's real. Conversations that you wanna feel.
All right.
Every word's alright, they've got that deal.
Last but not least,
The grace is true.
Let's
Oh
go.
yeah, it's true. Laughs and wisdom, all for you. The grace is true. They're breaking through.
I did it there, folks. No fade today, Mr. Gracie. What's going on?
Hey.
Hey,
No
hey,
fade.
hey.
Just cut it right off.
What were we just talking about before we went live? It was Russell Brand, but where were we?
We were talking about how this senator in California, I believe his last name is Weiner, fittingly,
right.
wants to make lesson offenses and punishments for, like a 23-year-old having sex with a 14-year-old.
Insane.
And this is the party that constantly calls the president a pedo, but always passes these kind of fucking laws, or tries to pass these kind of fucking child molesting laws, basically.
Right.
But, yeah, the president's a pedo. Okay, look at your party. You wanted to change it to MAPS, not fucking pedophiles. You want to change it to minor attracted persons. That comes from your party.
Yep.
We're the pedos. Who are the ones that want to read books to kids dressed up as women?
Yeah. And when they're men.
Which party is that? Who wants to trans kids?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
You said it a bunch too. They use their playbook, like they say what they're doing by calling out the other side for doing that shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's absurd, bro.
They do it all day long. You can see the patterns every time. It's fucking wild, man. It is wild.
But why aren't people hip to it and waking up? Like, what's going on?
Because the Democrats are very good at marketing. Like, they make up the greatest fucking titles for shit. Like, I've noticed over the years, like, they have the best, like, Black Lives Matter. Sounds great, but it doesn't really matter because you don't say shit about all the inner city black on black violence that happens every fucking day. Don't say shit about that. Reproductive rights. No, that's just abortion.
Right.
They come with these great titles. Like, even the bills that they pass, they have these great titles for these bills that are complete bullshit. The Inflation Reduction Acts passed by Biden didn't do anything to reduce inflation.
Right.
Passed a whole bunch of bullshit, but didn't do anything to reduce inflation. They're great at marketing.
It, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
They're great at marketing.
Yeah. I mean, what was the aid thing? Did they have something called like humanitarian aid or something? And it was like a slush fund to fucking funnel all their
USAID.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, like that was a government program, but yeah, I mean they used it as their slush fund to pay all their lackeys and fund their campaigns and do all kinds of shit. So yeah, the U.S. taxpayer has been funding Democrat political campaigns for decades through USAID.
Crazy. But I'm just saying, like, it was like you said, they have great marketing to call it that, and it's aiding nobody but themselves.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I think someone.
Chad, I just realized it's called us aid, like our own aid. It's their aid, not U.S. aid. It's us aid.
There you go. There you go.
Fuck, right in our faces.
Us aid
bro.
for the Democrats. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I want to play something. Speaking of all our lovely liberals and conservative people out there, I want to show some the audience some differences between conservatives and liberals. So this first picture is the difference between a conservative woman packing and a liberal woman packing. The conservative woman is packing a real gun next to her vagina, while the liberal woman is packing a penis where her vagina should be. That's the difference. And it's sad but true, man.
Joke.
We joke, we kid. But that's the funny thing about jokes is there is a little bit of truth to it.
Let's talk about the latest thing with the Democrats, the Southern Poverty Law Center.
We see you there, Phil. We'll get to you in a little bit. Talk to me.
You've heard about this. The Southern Poverty Law Center was funding the KKK and a bunch of other right-wing extremist groups. They are supposed to be fighting against racism, and they were sending money to the KKK, the real KKK, the real one, and all these other far-right groups. And that's basically what orchestrated Charlottesville. When they had those two groups, Well, somebody got killed. They were having this big fight down in Charlottesville, Virginia, I think it was.
When was this?
And that was back when Trump was in his first term, because Biden ran on that. Remember, It's the one where he says very fine people on both sides that they took completely out of context.
Yes, I remember that.
That was all a setup so that they could fucking, have this whole racism thing. Look at all these racists. Well, the racists are being funded by the Southern Poverty Law Center. Southern Poverty Law Center.
Wow.
It's like, so there's not enough racism in America, so the Democrats had to make it up and fund it.
It's diabolical, bro. So, Chad, I got to ask you this, man. As we learn more and more about how our government runs and how the best government in the world runs, like, it's not a good government, man. It's like, if this is the best government there is, we're fucked. Like, it's insane. Like, here's the deal. So all right, let's scratch everything else out. Everything you just spoke about out, which is horrible. But the fact that we literally prop up pedophiles and they're all over the government at the highest forms and nothing's being done about it. It's like, I'm losing hope and faith, man.
It's a little disconcerting, that's for sure. I mean, what is this? Congress just passed that referendum to not release any of their sexual assault records, and it was voted on by the majority.
Yep,
both sides.
Like 3 people didn't vote for it.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I agree. But a lot of this fraud seems to be on the Democrat side. I mean,
oh yeah,
all their protests, majority of their protests, not all the people at the protests, but they are definitely organized and paid for by these fucking far left groups. They're organized. It's not this. There's nothing grassroots about the Democrat Party. Not a fucking thing is grassroots about the Democrat Party. Nothing they do is grassroots. None of No Kings protests. That is not grassroots, because they sit there and they're like, oh, look at all these people that came out. Yeah, you fucking paid a shit ton of them, and then all the other people who showed up were useful idiots. They're like, oh yeah, fuck ICE and No Kings. Okay. I keep saying, they're doing a good job because we yet to have a king. So good job, No Kings.
So again, we joke, we kid. But like I said, a lot of jokes, especially the funny ones. No, I know. But I was talking about where I brought up that liberal woman and liberal male thing.
Of course, yes.
But again, shit is based in truth. So white progressives are 4 times more likely to have a mental health disorder than conservatives. Teaching people they're evil by birth and victims by default tends to do that. Is that not common sense? If you are teaching your kids that they are evil and victims by default, they become victims by default. It's like insane to think that they're not going to grow up and have these wacky mental disorders.
Of course.
It said, God.
I mean, you can always. I mean, show me a picture of 2 people. You can, if
you
put up a picture of a person that's dressed all fucking crazy and wild, you know who they voted for. You can just fucking tell. You just know that it's like the Democrats are like the party of mental illness at this point.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Wild.
Yeah,
that's their ravenous base is a bunch of fucking mentally ill people.
And unfortunately,
that they bow to.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it's either half of the country has that or a little bit of a majority of the country has that. But just to read this for the listening audience not watching, it says, among white Americans under 40, 56% of strong Democrats have been diagnosed with a mental health problem. Among strong Republicans, the number is 15%.
Well, there are the stats to just prove what I said.
Yeah. Another study found that people who strongly identify with mental health challenges also massively overestimate how bad the world is. They think 45% of Black Americans live in poverty. It's 17%. They think most of Americans are poor. It's 11% poverty. The more someone believes...
God. They also think Black people can't get IDs to vote.
Or know what a computer is.
Right.
The more someone believes that minorities and women have no hope because of racism and sexism, the more depressed they report being. They think the ideology describing the world, the data suggests it's destroying them. So yeah, it's just these thoughts that get into your brain and literally fuck with your subconscious, and then you are, having all these thoughts you shouldn't be having.
It's fucking psyop. They all live in their echo chambers. I mean, go to fucking Blue Sky, you will blow your head off. It's like, what the fuck are you people talking about? What fucking reality do you live in?
Right.
It's fucking wild, man.
And not for nothing, I like having pushback in conversations. Like, I like somebody to question what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be with in an echo chamber where everything I say people agree with, and we're all,
absolutely. It's good to have pushback, but there's also then it's a lot of times they're not even pushing back; they're just completely fucking illogical, and and most of their arguments aren't based in facts; they're based in feelings.
Right. No. Well, that's what I'm saying. A normal person would want to push back. They want to be in that echo chamber where.
They don't want to push back at all. No,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You try to bring up anything that is counter to their whatever their narrative is, they'll like, fuck you. They won't even talk to you. They'll push you away. I mean, you've seen tons of these interviews with the conservative, news reporters will go out and try to interview these people.
Yeah.
At their rallies, and they're like, you can't be. This is our area, and it's like, wait. I thought you don't believe in walls and shit. Like, what are you talking about? I thought you believe in borders, but we can't come in here to talk to your people because you are setting up a border now. Is that what we're doing? You're ICE? Are you ICE?
Yeah, dude.
I keep saying it. There's nothing abnormal. I'm sorry. There's nothing abnormal about Trump's presidency except for the way fucking people are reacting to it. That's it. He has done nothing that is out of the ordinary compared to every other fucking president. Sorry, it's just not.
I was watching a protest. I was watching a protest go down in DC, and it was, the left had a permit to protest, and this right-wing guy is going in to question, ask some questions. He's a reporter, and they set up like a perimeter so he can't walk into the protest, and they're literally physically pushing him out. And the DC police are there, and he goes to the police. He's like, these guys are physically touching me while I'm trying to walk through this space. And the cops go, well, yeah, they have a permit to be here. And if they don't want you there, then they have every right to keep you out. He's like, so, and he goes, and if you try to enter there, he's like, we could arrest you. He's like, so you're going to arrest me for being physically touched by these people? And he's like, yeah. And it's just like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. That's Gestapo.
That's insane.
Shit, man.
The party that's anti-fascist are the fascists, saying that for years.
Right. Yeah, if it was the other way around,
fascist tactics against. Well, exactly. Yes. If it was the other, if there was a conservative fucking protest and people were trying to get in, and they'd be like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever, you guys.
Right. They're not including everybody. They're being standoffish to this group. They don't want trans people there. They would fucking narrate it any way they wanted to.
Right. And then you have this latest assassination attempt. And of course, a lot of the left wingers are saying, oh, this is a setup for him to get his ballroom built. It's like
setup number 3, the third.
Yeah, exactly. It's another setup. I'm just like, are you fucking, So the GOP convinced the Kamala Harris fucking voting crazy man to fucking come to DC with his guns and try to shoot the president and now probably spend the rest of his life in jail. Does that sound plausible?
Gee, let me think. Yo, did you watch the coverage of it and see like when the shots started happening? Like Dana White was there. They're telling everybody get down. Everybody gets down. He's up staring, looking to see who's shooting. Like the entire time, he never got down. And then they interview him after. Oh, dude, it's the best. Bobby, see if you can pull this video where they're interviewing Dana White after the shooting. So they're like, Dana, why, like they said, get down. Like, what are you doing? He's like, it was fucking awesome. He's like, I wanted to see who was doing it. I wanted to fucking see if I saw the guy. And they're like, yeah, but shots were being fired.
That's fucking well, good for Dana. But my point about the whole, they're saying this is the left saying this is a setup to get his ballroom built. It's like, why do you give a fuck so much about the ballroom being built?
Right.
You don't actually, don't give me this bullshit. You care about the sanctity of the White House facade and how it looks. All you care about is resisting Trump. You didn't say shit about Obama's basketball court or anything any other president did to the White House. You don't say fucking shit about it until Trump tries to do something, which is actually needed. Like, the nation needs a space to have these big events, so it doesn't have to be at the fucking Hilton. And it's being paid for by private funds. The Obama basketball court, $472 million, was paid for by your dumbass. And
$72 million.
$472 million, dude.
What the fuck, man?
Yes.
I think Bobby might have this video. Hopefully it's queued up and ready to go. I got to show him how to produce. We'll see. Here we go. I think he did it. Yay, Bobby.
All right.
Press play.
They started all of a sudden it just started getting noisy. Tables getting flipped over, guys running in with guns, and they were screaming, "Get down!" I didn't get down. It was awesome. I literally took every minute of it in, and it was a pretty crazy, unique experience.
So you were on the aisle. What exactly?
I was sitting. We were sitting right in front of the table.
Okay.
Right in front of where the president was.
Yes. And what exactly happened? So someone got tackled, or what?
Nobody got tackled, but guys came in looking for shooters.
He's the best, man.
I'm sorry, it was $376 million Obama spent on his White House
renovation. Get your facts right, Mr. Gracie.
$376 million of taxpayer money to build a fucking basketball court, and you didn't say a goddamn word. Just like you didn't say a goddamn word about him fucking deporting all these millions of people. You didn't say a fucking word. But now you have this big problem with both of those things. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
We're going to bring on our next guest and have him join in on the conversation. He is a broadcaster, a sports podcaster, all-around cool dude, fan of the show, fan of Mr. Gracie's. He's going to sit in on the show. He's going to ask some questions. He's going to be a part of the pod today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. Phil Jones. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Phil?
Oh, man, what's up, Chad? What's up, John? Thank you guys so much for having me, man. It is an absolute honor. I'm a big fan
You're welcome.
of both of you guys, big fan of the show. I've been watching you guys since the very beginning, man. So an absolute honor. Thanks for the invite.
Oh, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. It's great to have you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, glad to be
did you catch any of the show? So we're kind of bringing you in, and we're just going to have you hop in with us, man. A lot of wacky stuff going on in the world. We know you have kind of similar thoughts that align with us. How do you feel about the state of the current affairs?
Yeah, well, let me start off by saying I absolutely love the cat. What is this? Assassination attempt number 4 or 5? I lose count,
Yeah.
But I love the fact that he put out this manifesto that was so in your face. Here's what I'm going to do. And of course, the next image that we all get is him laying face down with his hands behind his back, shirtless, and looking
eating
like the
carpet.
prone prick. Yeah, absolutely, the prone prick that he is. So take that. But yeah, it's just amazing to me. The first thing you start hearing a few minutes after this news comes out, it's all fake. It's just to justify. Yep. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Where does it stop? I put out a notice to Facebook users, friends. I said, hey, man, if you're a liberal and you're still registered Democrat, check your soul if you have one. There's no way you can continue to support this party. No way.
It's insane. It's insane when I see these. I watch this guy called Election Time, and he does all these forecasts for the elections coming up, like the House, this midterms and stuff. And it's just like, how the fuck are they even? How are Democrats even in the running to continue to even take over Congress, or possibly take over Congress, or even like stay almost at parity in Senate? Like, who the fuck is voting for these people at this point? What have they done for you?
I think we actually came up with it at the start of the show, Chad, that they literally have just hijacked
Well, they
the
have great marketing.
mentally. Well, that and they hijacked the mentally incapacitated in this country. Like they took over all the people that have IQs like below 80. And
well, all fucking crazy people too. But they're. I said it earlier. They're masters of marketing, and they are masters at performative politics. They will fucking lie through their fucking teeth to get in, tell you everything that they need to. They need to sound like a moderate, and then they're in, like Spamberger down in Virginia, for instance. Like, what the fuck happened there, guys? You got lied to through her fucking teeth, and now you're fucked with her bullshit. Good luck.
Preach it, brother.
Mom Donnie in fucking New York. I mean, come on, man. It's just
This
crazy.
is exactly what you're talking about, Chad. The double speak that comes out of the politician's mouth literally in real time. So this is Gavin Newsom telling white people that he could read a 260-page book in a half hour and then telling black people he can't read. So let's check it out.
Say that lightly. I went through it in a quick hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And trust me, I don't read very fast, but it reads at an unbelievable pace. It's so well written. And of course, it's so familiar because I felt a little bit adjacent to so much of the subject matter, but it's 18 chapters. It's an impressive piece of work, 263 or so pages.
I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech.
You've written a hell of a book.
I mean, come on.
That was
the
Atlanta.
material.
That was
material
in our
was easy.
state, by the way.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus
And he's speaking to a wide, mostly African American audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't read.
and
I'm
the
like
host.
you. I can't read.
Yeah, I can't read. I'm just like you. I can't read. That's what he's. I mean, basically, that's what he said. I'm just like you.
Yeah.
I can't read.
Yeah.
I didn't do well in my SATs. I'm just like you. Like,
I don't know what a computer is. I can't get an ID.
Every time they will pander to black audiences, but then on the reverse side, they'll say they're too stupid to get IDs to vote. I mean, oh my God, it's freaking crazy.
What would be great though in that moment is if somebody stands up and says, you're not like me, Mr. Newsom. I actually can read. Just because I'm black doesn't mean I'm fucking stupid.
They need to push
like
more.
Fuck off, man.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of people just sitting there stunned. Yep.
Sorry, Phil. This is the front runner for the Democratic Party, like probably in the next election for president, which is crazy, man. And the second best is Kamala. It's like they have really nobody to fuck around with. They're all horrible.
How about Lee Zeldin? Did you guys see the hearing that Secretary Zeldin had with what's her name, the purple haired,
the purple haired chick? I just saw an excerpt from that. Yeah, this morning I saw it. He fucking tore her up.
Took her to school, brother.
Yeah, and then she's all pissed off, like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You don't even know." I guess they were reading from some statute, and he's like, "You don't even know the law about this. Like, you don't even know. You haven't even read this. Like, what are you talking about?"
No. John, did you see it? It was a budget hearing, basically. Yeah, you got to check it out. It was. I actually
maybe
saw parts
Bobby
of it
can
live.
find it.
Yeah.
So I saw like an interview a couple days ago with Gavin Newsom where it was like some CBS or NBC reporter, maybe CNN, but they were actually asking him like kind of hardball questions, like, "Hey, with your policies, like people are moving out of the state in troves," and the guy's literally lying. He's like, "No, we have record number of residents in California. Our GDP is at an all-time high." Like literally just lying to the reporter. And she knows it, but she's not pushing back. Like she asked the question.
They never
like,
push back on him.
No, never.
They never push back on them. That's another way they get away with this bullshit, because no reporters ever push back on them. I mean, very few, but it's rare that a reporter will interview one of these, especially Democrat politicians, and then not ask a follow-up question to like push back and go, "Now wait a minute, you said this here, but now you're saying that." They don't do that at all. It's not journalism,
right?
Just let them slide.
Yep. Phil, I don't know if you see that, but Mitch Collins, a big fan of yours, he wants to say hello, Mr. Phil Jones.
Hey, Mitch, what's up, brother? I'm a big fan of Mitch's, man. Mitch can bring it, can he?
Yes,
great
sir.
Voice. Does a great job, man. Mitch, thanks so much for reaching out, buddy. Touche, buddy. Touche.
So Phil, you are kind of sitting in on this podcast, but I do want to let the audience know a little bit about you, just so it's like you're not just sitting in with us and hanging. Let the audience kind of know how, kind of what you do and how maybe you came about into the Gracious Two's zeitgeist.
Yeah, so I live here in Georgia, and our company runs basically we're a high school sports media company, and we cover the entire state of Georgia. High school sports is big, of course, it's big all over the country, but here in Georgia, it's like a religion, and we cover the entire state of Georgia high school sports. And we produce a magazine, print, digital magazine. We have a huge digital platform, social media platform. We get about 10 million views a month with our platform. So, yeah, and very few companies. In fact, we really aren't familiar with anybody else that's been able to make a business out of just covering high school sports. So it definitely started out as a labor of love, but we've been fortunate to make a business out of it. And so that's kind of the long and short. Yep.
That's awesome.
Started doing this after a 20-year career in the newspaper business. I was in newspaper management, and after about 20 years, I was up in Atlanta, and I'd worked my way up. And in fact, one of the last things I did in Atlanta was saw you guys in concert. That would have been about 2002 or 2003. That was the Birds of Prey tour. Yep. Yes. And I got that was it was a great show, by the way. But anyway, about 3 days after that, I dropped out of the newspaper business. I saw kind of where print media was going, and decided, hey, I want to get into something that I actually love, because I really was not loving what I was doing, making great money at it. So got into something I loved, and like I said, I've been fortunate to pay the bills with it, and a little bit more. So again, that's kind of what I'm doing now.
You can probably see the writing on the wall too for print media. As this, it's decline. Yeah.
Circulation losses in print media, especially the larger metro papers, staggering losses. Yeah. So I saw the writing on the wall.
I think only old people are reading the newspaper anymore. Older people, excuse me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they are. And it's just going downhill.
Don't forget that black people can't read, so they need to.
That's what Gavin Newsom says.
Right. Phil, that's actually I love what you're like that business idea. It's great because it's the students are going to love what you're doing, because they're kind of getting involved in some media thing, and then you kind of have a built-in audience with it. So it's a great idea. Are you doing it for just a school, or do you have multiple schools that you're doing this?
Yeah, like I said, we're statewide. So we do a lot of different things. Yeah, there are schools that I actually host their coaches and coaches shows. Coaches love to come on and talk to their particular fans about what's going on. Mostly baseball, football is kind of what we cover, but of course we'll cover all sports. But sure. But yeah, in football season, I host about 7 or 8 podcasts with these coaches. So yeah, I'll start on Monday morning about 9:00, and we'll just go all day Monday. Pick it up Tuesday morning. We have to do it over about a 2-day process. But sure. Again, man, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So from a media standpoint, you're treating high school sports kind of like pro sports.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that
exactly?
Okay. That's
exactly.
Wow.
You're right. We were able to hit a niche on this thing. No college, no professional sports, and I got to tell you, there's been a lot of just so much negativity coming out of both of those levels, college and professional sports. People are drawn to the simplicity and I think the amateur nature of high school sports. If those kids are doing it for the love of the game,
right?
No money coming in, and so most of those kids, 99.9% of them, when they're due playing in their high school career, man, they're gone. Then they'll have to start making a living, with other careers. But again, so people love that. Again, it's kind of the honorable thing to do in sports. These kids, again, it's coming from the heart. Phil, we love it.
Just ask a little bit about the podcast now. Do you have like some of the athletes on the show? Is it just a audio only podcast? Is there a video element to it?
Yeah, so we do it just like your podcast. We do it on Restream, and exactly what you guys are doing. We do the same thing. I have hosts, just like you guys have invited me on, and same exact platform. And it's mostly coaches that we have on. Kids get a little nervous. Sure. Sometimes the coaches will bring the kids on, but it's mostly just the coaches that we talk with, give them a chance to talk about their team, what's going on. And again, some of these high school football games in Georgia, man, you're getting 15,000, 20,000 people in attendance, So the love of it and the excitement and the attendance is almost like at a small college level. But again,
right.
It's
like
still
Friday Night Lights.
That's it. That's exactly what it is.
It's like Texas. Have you thought about expanding into different states like Texas, for instance, where they love their high school sport?
Yeah, absolutely. We have done that. In fact, we have done we've done several documentaries with the schools in California. Chad, you live in California, don't you? So
yeah, I'm in Orange County. Yeah.
Okay, so we did a documentary with Mater Dei, which is a big high school football program in California.
Right. Yep. Uh-huh.
Yep. They're in the greater Los Angeles area, I believe it is, isn't it?
Mater Dei is down. I think it's down here in Orange County somewhere.
Okay.
I hear about it a lot.
Yeah. They're a big nationally recognized program. So to answer your question, yes, we have done some things with schools in Dallas, Fort Worth. We just went up to Ohio, and we have a documentary that we're actually looking to distribute here in the near future on a school called Massillon. My buddy Mitch, if you're watching, you probably are familiar with Massillon. They are in Canton, right outside of Canton, Ohio, which is the birthplace of football. And so,
are you being facetious with that, or is that really the birthplace of football?
It is birthplace of football. Mm-hmm. Canton, Ohio. Wow. That's where the NFL Hall of Fame is. Massillon is, again, it's kind of like Mater Dei. They are a nationally recognized football program. So, yeah, Chance, to answer your question, man, we actually are, even though we're based in Georgia, we do a lot of stuff nationwide with Saints.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Mater Dei is based in Santa Ana, California, so it's here in Orange County.
Oh, gotcha.
I was I kind of acquaintance with a guy named Rob Johnson. He played pro for Buffalo Bills and the Panthers, and he lived in the same neighborhood I lived in for a while, so we hung out a couple times. But his dad was the head coach of Mission Viejo, which is a big high school football team here. Everyone knows Mission Viejo. But it's funny because so you probably are familiar, but it's funny because when we lived in that neighborhood, all the parents were really into their kids and into their sports, which is fine, but they all had this sense of all their kids are going to go pro. Like everyone thinks their kid's going to go pro in Orange County. It's fucking wild. You're just like, okay, he's not going to go pro. Well, chances are he's not going to go pro. So let's all relax and just have fun with the game.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Go piss in the ocean, and if it overflows, that's kind of the same chance as your kid's going to go pro.
Yes. Yeah.
So Phil, do you have to be? Do you have to be up on these high school games and stuff like that? Do you have to watch them, or can you just talk to the people that are involved with it? Like, do you have to be, up on everything that's going on and catch all the games?
Great. Yeah, great question. So we actually do a Friday night game of the week where we'll go. We do a lot of the games up in the Atlanta area, and so we'll travel and do the Friday night game of the week. Where folks can watch the games like you do on TV. We stream the games though.
Cool.
So folks can watch the game though, and
stop you right there for a second, Bill. So you your podcast streams the game for the audience to watch, or some other separate company is streaming it and you're watching it?
Yeah, it's our company. It's our company. It's us. Dude. We stream the game. Yeah, we have videographers that will go with me, and I wear a lot of different hats, guys, with the company. I identified myself kind of as the broadcaster, but small company, you got to do everything,
Oh, yeah.
So I sell. Yeah, we have we're advertiser supported, so I go out and sell the advertising for our company. I write the stories for our online content. And
wow, Phil, and what great demo for advertisers to have than high schoolers and their parents. You know what I'm saying? So you got yourself some cool advertising specs to go after. Good stuff.
Yeah, I try to find angles for sure, especially if you've got a business owner whose son or daughter is playing. Yeah, man, they are glad to promote their daughter, their son, and with an advertisement about their business that runs concurrent with the story. Now, we don't do everybody like that, of course, but yeah, obviously some kind of connection. People have a connection to their favorite school, their favorite student athlete. And so, we always try to find a little, the connection, obviously, the love of the game.
Who curates game of the week? How do you figure that out? Which game you're going to cover?
So usually before the season, we'll sit down and there's a couple of us that'll sit down and we go over this game would be attractive. This game would look good. Okay. And then we start reaching out to the schools like the athletic directors And most people are familiar with us. We have a great relationship. Relationships are everything, just like in every business.
Yes.
And we've been doing this now close to 20 years. So we have a good relationship with the guys that are head of the athletic departments at high schools. And we'll just call them, or send them an email. Hey, this is Phil at ITG Next. We'd love to come up and, live stream your game. And most people are very inviting and will allow us to do that. And then we find advertisers to support the live stream. And that's kind of how we do it. Sometimes we have to change in midstream, because if one team is doing better than we thought, we may say, hey, that game might be a little bit more attractive.
Oh, wow. You're almost like a NFL red zone at that point.
Yep, exactly. You guys are asking great questions, man. I mean, really, you guys are asking great questions, man.
Hey, Phil, I mean, we're on show 142 here, brother. Give us some credit. It's not our first day at the rodeo.
Oh, I know it's not, man. But some people, that are even closer to the business have no idea, man. I have to go into a 30-minute dissertation to tell people kind of what we do. But listen, I'm amazed you guys are able to talk about anything. And that is a measure of your ability to act as host of the podcast. That's well done, guys. Very well done.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. We're just genuinely curious dudes that know that we don't know everything about everything. So it's like, if we can get some people that can teach us some stuff and we can learn some stuff, it's fun,
Sure. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm a curious sort. I like to know how things work, how people's businesses work. So I'm the same way.
Do you ever think about branching out and doing stuff besides sports podcasts or anything like that? Or is this kind of where you like to stay in that lane?
Yeah, man, I think this is it. I'm approaching 60 years old, so I'm kind of, where I'm at. And,
sure.
And like I said, I've done a little bit of everything. Wore the white shirt and went in dressed in slacks every day for 20 years in the newspaper business. But now I get to wear a polo. I'm wearing shorts. I go in and sell this way. People understand, we're in Georgia, man, where it's 90, 99, 95 degrees every day. So people understand if I'm not coming in all deaded up, but it's all how you present yourself anyway. If you can communicate well with people, they don't really care what you dress like, man. Yeah. So, that's your question. It is. It really is. It means everything, And that's one thing that we do, try to instill with kids. To go back to a previous question, if we're going to interview a kid, we tell them, give them a little bit of preamble before the interview. Hey, look the camera in the eye, just like you look somebody in the eye. If you're toe to toe with somebody, if you're face to face with somebody, shake their hand, shake it hard. No dead fish stuff. And it's all about how you present yourself. And I tell you, colleges, they look for that kind of stuff now with the kids that are fortunate to make it to the next level. It goes a little bit beyond just your athletic ability. They want to know that you can talk, you can walk, you can, that you're a good communicator. And I think that's going to reflect well on their institution when it's all said and done.
Sure.
How did you know you? Were you going, Chad? Or because I
was just agreeing with him. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, just quick question. Like, how did you know you kind of had this ability to communicate well? And is this a passion that you've always had to kind of be a broadcaster and just only got to it later in your life?
Yeah, again, a good question. I never went to school for it. In fact, I didn't go to college. Just got out of high school and I said, I'm just going to go to work. And fortunately, man, I was just blessed with this ability. I guess call it the gift of gab. And, I just kind of grew up with it. Just, I read a lot of newspapers. I was 10, 11, 12 years old reading the daily newspaper. I'd watch, grew up watching the Braves and the Falcons, our professional teams here, and I would mimic the announcers. I'd turn the TV down and I'd start doing my own announcing, so it's always been a love of mine. Yeah. It's always been a love of mine. And then the sales part of it, again, is just knowing your stuff, man, and being able to talk to people and being genuine with people. There's so many phony folks in this world, man. I'm grateful that I consider myself an honest guy. I'm genuine, and it's just it's all come naturally, really, John.
Sure. So you said you wear many hats in this operation. How did you kind of learn how to do all this? Was this something you learned along the way, or is this a subject you kind of dove into, like the production side of it, microphones to use, like all that jazz? How did you learn that stuff? Was it something you were doing beforehand, or did you kind of learn on the job?
Yeah, now that is that's the other side of things. So I know very little about the production side. Fortunately, we have someone that produces the podcast. We have someone on the technical side.
Nice.
So look, I think it was Clint Eastwood said, "A man's got to know his own limitations." I know mine. So the technical side is not my forte, so to speak. So yeah, we have technical people. We have videographers, that handle that side of it. So yeah, I just talk and yeah.
Talk and sell.
Talk and sell, man. That's it.
Those are two key aspects of it. Yes. You do any drone shots of the games? I've been seeing just like cool drones where they can follow players or whoever the subject and kind of do like the videography for it's like run by AI, like for rather than a human with the camera. Drones could kind of do. You messing with any of that stuff?
Absolutely. Drone shots have become a big part of the sports coverage. I'll tell you a funny story. So, most of I think all the football stadiums have the nets behind the goalposts. You guys understand what I'm saying there? Field goal goes through. You don't want the ball being, somebody taking it in the stands. So you have the net. And so the ball hits the net. Well, we've got to convince our drone operators to remember that when they're doing the cool shot of the drone.
Oh, shit.
And they're taking it through the goalpost. It's a cool shot, but you got to remember there's a net there. Can't tell you how many times we've had to go in to climb the nets to retrieve these drones. And man, they're not cheap.
No,
and they're very fragile. They're very fragile, by the way. So you get them caught up in the net, man. It's hard to get them out without breaking them. So,
Phil, but what a cool shot,
we
though.
Do use drones.
So, because I've never seen that shot that you're talking about. So they do the ball's coming through and the drone's going through the field goal kind of behind or in front of it, and that's a fucking cool shot.
Yeah, well, what we'll do a lot of times, the drone operator will get on he's standing in one end of the field, and he'll take this drone, across the field, right down the middle, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10-yard line, and he'll go through the goalpost with it.
Nice. That's awesome.
But again, you got to remember to take it up and over the net, because if you don't, you'll get the drone caught in the net.
Right.
Funny stories that we have learned the hard way.
Yes. That's crazy.
Phil, just to switch gears a little bit and keep it Dougie, because I got ADHD and Mr. Mitch Collins wants to know. What is your take on live? You've been a long time live fan, I think, as far as I know. What is your take on the current status of the band?
Oh boy.
Oh man.
It's a mess, as I say.
It is a mess.
Yeah.
So let me go back a little bit, if you don't mind.
Please.
So I was excited when I remember Ed. I remember, we were just, all Fly fans were disappointed, and I remember running across a post that had Ed and Chad Taylor in a studio in Pennsylvania on a radio show. And I thought, what's going on here? And they started getting into and hinting that, hey, some things may be developing. And I'm like, all right, here we go. And then Chad, some kind of cryptic post about, he was quoting it was the Dr. Seuss. What's it about? It's about, don't cry because it never happened. Somebody, so you got to help me out with that.
Oh, geez, I don't even know. But we'll just say
okay.
I don't remember the post.
Yeah, there was a post that he made that was basically referring to, hey, don't cry because it ended. Be happy. I don't know. Anyway, I'm butchering it up here. But it was some kind of cryptic
what was the
post that made you
sentiment?
think.
What did you think the thought behind it was that it meant by it?
What's the timeline for this? When was this?
Oh, gosh, this would have been, I guess, when you guys first got back together.
Okay, so
15.
So I'm sorry, 16, 17, yeah.
Yep. When you guys first got back together, and again, the post was referring to, hey, basically we're coming back, and so I just kept, keeping up with things, and then I guess that's when the world tour ensued, and then again, like a lot of live fans, man, I was excited, thinking maybe the new music was coming out. You guys did what I think the EP.
Yeah.
Didn't really hit me, man. Sorry, Chad. And
don't worry, I wasn't allowed to play drums on it, but I had to act like I did. Yeah,
I know. And that was awful. That whole situation was awful. But anyway, to answer your question, I'm not very happy with things. I hate the fact that Ed is going out with these guys calling themselves live. They're not live. And I'll listen, man. I'll post my opinion chance I get. You know, I'm not going to mince words. I'm not happy about it. You know,
right.
Live was the 4 guys making the music.
Yep.
Not Ed and his, bar band. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I know they're all talented musicians. Zach Loy's seems to be a pretty cool guy, and I don't know him, but anyway, I'm not very happy with it. To answer your question,
Yeah,
not happy with it at all.
Yeah, Zach is a great guy. He's now using the live logo to promote his shows as well, so he's got problems. But Mr. Ego, I call him Ego Kowalczyk now because that's all it is. It's just complete fucking ego. This guy's been taken over by his ego. It's fucking wild to watch. As a guy who grew up with him and knew him all these years, it's just like now you're cutting us out of videos and can't even mention our names. It's like wow. It's fucking
well,
wild.
Can I ask a question here? What happened after the world tour? I mean, because I think a lot of us thought that was going to be leading to bigger and better things. The world tour ends. I remember watching one of the South African shows that was just a blast. And then the world tour ends and it's poof. And I've always wondered what happened.
I mean, in this last round when we got back together?
Yes, Yep.
Basically, well, COVID hit. I mean, that shut down everything, obviously, from that standpoint. So we were supposed to go to Australia and back to South Africa in 2020. Obviously, that didn't happen. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff with our he's still my business partner, but our former business partner Bill Hines and Chad Taylor, and there was this whole thing with this company called UFD that the management basically did a hostile takeover. They fucking divided and conquered us, and literally Bill Hines had the one board seat that they needed, and they sold the company for pennies on the dollar, fucked us all over. We got no money out of it. So that whole thing was going down. That caused a division between Chad and I, and then Ed took advantage of that situation and contacted me and said, "Hey, let's fire Chad Taylor and go on the road." I'm like, at that point, I was like, "Okay, yeah, let's do that." So I voted with him to fire Chad, and then all the shows got booked, and then he just said, "Nope, you're not coming on the road." So I basically just kicked me to the curb. Yeah. So the only reason that he is now touring is because of my vote at that point. Yeah. But now he's touring without a license. Like, we revoked his license, and he just keeps going. So this is the ego that I'm talking about. Like, okay, so now you have no fucking license from anybody, and you're just going to continue to do it as live. Okay, well, the course will catch up with you. It is coming.
Chad, do you think if COVID-19 didn't hit and you guys went on that tour, that this would have been like brought to light, or if it was, would it have been?
No, we probably would have continued status quo at that point.
Yeah.
It's probably just been like, we're touring.
Right.
Everyone's, making some money, whatever. Probably just continue status quo for a little while. I don't know if it would have lasted much longer, but who knows?
Right. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to ask. I mean, what was the tenor of how was everybody getting along?
I was highly pissed off of that whole fucking thing because the way everyone came back together is, Ed, we reunite with Ed, and my business partner Bill Hines was very intricate in getting us back together. I know he's become like the bad guy to the live fans. It's like, you don't know the fucking story. You're just all idiots reading what
vindicated now.
But yeah. So anyway, we came back together. Ed and Chad did did their own negotiation about us coming back together. Ed took 40%, Chad gave himself 30%, and then Patrick and I were left with 15% each. Whereas traditionally, touring, anything that we had done collectively at the same time, like touring, for instance, we were all paid 25%, which I think, in my mind, is fair.
Yeah.
But, at the time, I was not very happy about that. And so I wasn't really happy with that whole fucking tour. So at some point, I probably would have rebelled and said, "Listen, I'm going to do 25%. I'm not fucking doing this anymore." But that hadn't come to a head before 2020.
Is that where they were using the second drummer too?
Well,
that tour?
That's a whole nother fuck me. I injured myself in my kitchen. I fell, like my little girl threw this macaroni and cheese across the floor or across the counter. We landed on the floor in front of me. I stepped in it. My legs go out from under me. I naturally put back my right arm. So I severed my tricep tendon in my right arm 90%. This is in 17, right when we were starting to come back together. And so that was on a Wednesday. Saturday, we were supposed to play this festival called Arroyo Seco in California. So we found a drummer, Robin Diaz at the time, who kind of knew the live songs. We didn't have a chance to rehearse with him. So
Crazy.
He lived in LA. Came to the show. I ran the show one-armed, still played with one arm, with my left arm, and I had my right arm in a sling. And then, so
Chad, can I ask you about that?
Sure.
What was it like playing with one arm? Like, so you couldn't move that other arm at all. Like, did you feel like it was a natural thing, or did you feel kind of inhibited? I know you couldn't play.
No, it's very unnatural, but also I would keep time with my right fingers.
Oh wow, smart!
Unbelievable.
Having that hi-hat, your hi-hat hand constantly moving is kind of like what I key off of to keep time. That's how I keep good time.
Right.
So anyway, so I replicated that, and so that we brought in Robin for that, and then as I healed, we played shows like that for about 6 weeks. In about 6 weeks, I could play drums again, and in about 8 weeks, I was like, I'm full strength, like I'm ready to go. And we were opening for Guns N' Roses. This is about in August, September. We did like 3 or 4 shows opening for Guns N' Roses, and we were in I think Rochester, New York. And Chad comes to me. I was like, I'm full strength now. We don't need Robin. We can send him home. He's like, nah, I think we're going to have 2 drummers. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I basically quit the band that night. So I'm like, he's like, no, we're going to have both of you guys in the center. There's going to be 2 drummers. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not fucking doing that. Like, I don't ever like mean to be boastful or like really have an ego in a lot of things, but like, that's my fucking position. Okay.
Yeah.
In the middle of the stage.
Of course.
That's me.
Yeah.
And it's like, and having 2 drummers. And so they were like, okay, the compromise was, Ed was like, oh, we'll put them on the side. And like, it's like, whatever, okay, great.
But Chad, did you ever ask like what the point was to it?
Yeah.
And what did they say?
They wanted more drums.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded. Now, what the real fucking purpose of it was as a fucking power play over me. I mean, that's just, call a spade a spade. But so I always said it like, imagine, and then at one point in some article, Chad said that I would come off stage yelling at Robin. It's because, okay, imagine that you're 2 people on a stage reading the same speech at the same fucking time.
Right.
And, there's going to be, you say words different and at different timings. That's what's happening to me on stage. I'm sitting there playing my parts that I've crafted in specific ways for specific things at specific times.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker's over here playing over my shit.
Yeah.
My big fill that I had at the place, he's playing over it, or he's playing fills where I wouldn't put a fill. And I'm not coming down on Robin. That's just, he's a drummer. That's what he does. I get that. And so it became this. So I finally was like, I'm not fucking doing it anymore. And we played a show where we announced the Bush tour, and Robin came in and played percussion. At that point, Ed and Chad were like, oh, it's better. We'll just have percussion. I'm like, yeah, I fucking told you guys. So that's when we got the percussionist, which is still unneeded. Like, we're just blowing money for no fucking reason because these 2 idiots. And I'll call Chad an idiot at the time because he was. It's like these 2 fucking idiots are like, oh, we got to do this cool shit. It's like, no, the fans just want to see the 4 of us fucking play. Like, shut the fuck up with your cool shit.
But so Chad, I think so I think you got injured at that time, and then they were like, let's bring in another drummer, and then they were trying to see if he could fucking replace you, and then realize like he couldn't. So
that's what happened with 717. Like, all of a sudden there's this new music, and I'm like, oh, I didn't get sent anything.
Yeah,
like we had been working on these songs, none of them which appeared on 717. We have them in the vault. They're pretty cool songs. They're not like the best thing, but they were cool songs. And so we had been working on those songs. I was going to Pennsylvania, working in the studio with Chad. Chad was the producer, and and then all of a sudden I hear about they're making an EP and Robin's playing drums on it, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on now? It's like the craziest fucking time. I was like, is this real?
It seems like they were goading you to like make your job like difficult and trying to get you to bounce on your own type of deal.
I don't know if they were trying to get me to bounce or if they were. I don't know the complete motivation of it. It was just like the betrayal was pretty fucking wild. Though. I was just like, are we serious about this?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, because it's clear that Igor Kowalczyk doesn't care about the sound of the music, so he would have no problem dropping the king of his music to put a fucking subpar. Yeah.
All he cares about is his vocals and his fucking. That's all he cares about. Also, just as long as people can sing along to his fucking vocals, all the other shit he doesn't give a fuck about.
I got a great idea, dude. They should get rid of every musician in live and just have Ed and 9 drummers, and he could sing a cappella.
There you go. Perfect. There you go. Yeah. There you go.
Hey, let me ask. I got a question. And this is something I've always wondered about. I sensed that. Again, I understand you guys were having some difficulties during the recording of Birds of Prey, going back and reading some things. I look, that's a great album. So kudos to you guys for working through whatever the personal stuff was. I love Birds of Prey. I thought it was one of the best produced albums. Yeah, I really liked it. Man, your drumming was great at the live show, man. People in the audience were commenting about it. And I'm not just telling you that. Oh, they really were. Yeah, it was great. But when you guys released Songs from Black Mountain, that's when I sensed that Ed was really getting the ego. I'll never forget seeing the front cover of the album, and Ed was all beefed up. Yeah, he was showing his muscles off, and I thought, what is this about? And in my mind, that's when I thought, okay, you can kind of see it. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Yeah. That was worth 1,000 words to me. So am I kind of online there with that?
Oh, you're definitely online. So back to Birds of Prey. So that we had stopped. Ed came to Chad in like 99 and said he didn't want to write to his ideas anymore. Right. So that was a big blow to Chad. That's the music started to kind of decline. Then we came out with 5. 5 was Ed and I was in LA. I forget why. And Ed's like, hey man, you want to go to the studio? I was like, yeah, fuck. And he's like, I got some ideas. So we booked this place with this guy, Alan Johannes, he was in this band 11. He does a lot of production. Really cool guy. He's well known for like Queens of the Stone Age, like in that whole circle. Yeah. Anyway, so we went to his house. He has a studio there. We started laying down these tracks, and they were okay. I mean, it was cool, some different things, but kind of cool. And so Patrick and Chad came out, and that was all Ed's ideas. Like it was all written to click track, and it was just him playing the verse, chorus. We had no say in the arrangement or anything.
That's for 5, Chad?
That was for 5, yeah. And the 3 of us, Chad and Patrick, were just like, I mean, listen, if it's what he wants to do on this record, we'll go along with it. We were trying to support him, basically.
Right.
Trying to support his vision of the band. Like, okay, this is what he wants to do for this one. Let's do that. And then, that didn't do well. I mean, this came out around the week after 9/11, all that good stuff. But that's a whole different situation. So Birds of Prey came around. We were in Nashville, and Chad had a couple ideas, and we went in the studio and knocked out like Lighthouse and a couple of songs, and that became that record. And then Songs from Black Mountain came around, and this is when Ed decides to sign some new publishing deal, and he actually signed a solo deal with Sony. And we come to find out later on that the songs that were for Songs from Black Mountain, we call it Song from Ed's Mountain. I'll call it Songs from Ego Mountain at this point. All those songs were recorded, I think, with another band, but Sony said, nope, put this out as live. So he came back to us and said, hey, I got all these songs. He didn't tell us about the other record that he had made.
Oh, wow. What happened with that record, Chad? So that solo thing, so they signed him to do a solo thing and it just never materialized.
Right. Well, they signed him as live and as a solo thing.
Oh, God.
Sony. Oh, my
That's a conflict of interest, don't you think? Like to have him competing. But he's a primary songwriter or one of the primary songwriters in your band, and now he's writing songs for this other band. Like, how do you know he's not pulling?
It wasn't another band. It was just solo shit. It's not. No record company would consider that a conflict of interest. They're just like, we signed the lead singer and the band. The lead singer's going to put out solo records, whatever.
Gotcha.
But it's not really conflict of interest. But anyway,
did you guys tour? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, so then we show up to the studio, and Ed's just like, "Here are the songs," and we were just like playing Monkeys again. We're like, "Oh, I guess this is how it's gonna be," you know. And weak material, weak lyrics, fucking water everywhere. Everything's fucking water.
La da da da.
Yeah, we're just basically like, "Here, just play to this. Here, Monkeys, play to this." And that was miserable. We did tour for that until we stayed on the road. When did that come out? 06, I think.
I think so.
And we stayed on the road to 2009. And it was just, we weren't talking to Ed, and if there was, it was very limited, and Ed wouldn't even speak to us. It was through management. It's just fucking ridiculous. Like, it's just dumb. And then he's showing up with, fucking doing push-ups and shit before the show, so he looks all buff to go on stage.
Come on.
Who the fuck are you? Like, seriously, who the fuck are you?
Oh, that's funny.
He had his own dressing room and shit. Like, all this fucking bullshit.
What do you do?
Ego
you hop on the Joe Rogan peptides and start working out and think he's all that in a bag of chips.
Well, and then we did this photo shoot for Song from Ego Mountain, and we're in front of that waterfall. We all took pictures in front of that waterfall that's on the cover. And then the record cover comes out of just him and his fucking buff body, and we're just like, and he's like, "Oh, the record company made us do that." Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Chad the fuck up.
Chad, I actually I want to label this to another 90s band, and it would be a very similar situation if it happened. So Pearl Jam, I believe, was called Mother Love Bone before Eddie Vedder was involved. Yeah, it was the 3 core members of Pearl Jam. And then they eventually, Mother Love Bones, whatever, Eddie joins, and then Pearl Jam starts. So that'd be like Eddie Vedder now kicking out the people who started Pearl Jam and then continuing to tour as Pearl Jam without the dudes that started. That's exactly what happened with your band. The 3 original members who started it are not in the band that this dude is fronting.
Yes, well, Eddie goes out and does his own solo stuff, which is fine. Like,
sure.
The problem is that we never had a problem with Ed going to do a solo career in fucking 2009. That was not the issue. The issue was the way he fucking did it. I just had my first kid in 2009, and he's like, I'm going to do a solo. Bye. Like, oh, thanks for consulting everybody. It was just announced. There was no lead up to it. It was not like, hey man, I'm thinking about doing a solo thing. Like, you guys should figure out other
think
projects,
about finances.
Yeah. Just like, I'm out. Like, oh, okay, great. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Wow. And it's just, that's kind of what I meant by the conflict of interest, Chad. Like with him, with the same record company kind of giving him, avenues to do both things, it creates a conflict of interest for Live, because now he's like, I'll just go out and tour solo, and then Live's got him in the back burner. So it's like he could, it's just too much dictation on that part, it seems. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
unbelievable.
Good, Phil. You feel you had some more on the subject you wanted to ask?
Well, I was going to ask, but Chad answered it. I was going to ask if you guys toured Black Mountain.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We did. We did some touring for it, yeah. Like I said, we stayed on the road until 2009 when we broke up.
Yeah.
How were those last shows, man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how were those last shows, Chad? Like the last shows in 2009. I know, was the breakup kind of, because you said you guys were speaking to each other through management. So was the breakup kind of unceremonious, and your management spoke to Ed and said, we're taking a little hiatus?
How did it go down? I forget how I think he emailed us all or something.
I can't remember
exactly.
Direct.
But it was just abrupt. It's like, oh, I'm going on solo, doing a solo thing. Oh, okay, great, have fun.
Yeah.
Well, then I remember, I think it was Hines who released a short video, and it had you guys. I think this was the first time you guys had gotten back. Y'all were in the little recording studio, and you guys were warming up. And I thought, man, you sounded great. And I'm trying to remember what songs you guys did. I think it was White Discussion. And
that was one of them. Yep.
And this is good news. I guess what I'm trying to say, man, there was all these indicators that everything was good to go. Everything was patched up. And again, this is when you guys, I guess, got back from all that mess you just described. So it was kind of, I guess as Live fans, it was throwing us all off, on again, off again, on again, off again. And I'm just happy to hear you. I'm glad that you was explaining things, Chad.
Yeah. Well, so when we got back together, when we had that meeting in York and we had the studio, we We had the first time we got in a room together again. We had a dinner, and then we went back to the studio, and my cousin Matt, who's been a longtime tech, had set up the room just in case we wanted to play, and that was just impromptu. Like, yeah, we'll go in there. We played 4 songs. It felt fucking great. That was before the negotiation went down with the 40-30 and 15-15. That's when everyone was just like, oh yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome. And I was happy about it. And then things got a little more formal, and it was like, oh, you're getting 15%. Fuck you. Like, oh, okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
And to hear that, you know what the sad part of that is? To me, the music rules. And I remember that impromptu session you're talking about sounded so great. And to hear that you guys went out of that, and again, when I say you guys, I understand where all the things coming from, but to hear that you guys went out of that and then couldn't get it done, that it all turned so business-like, that's what's so sad to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Me too.
Because there's no doubt when you 4 got together, man, it's magic, you know, and that's why I became such a big fan. And so, you know, and everybody else is a core fan of live. So just, I don't know, man, that's something wrong with that. You know?
Well, I mean, you have all these people like Bono, for instance, Eddie Vedder, like they understand at least that every lead singer has ego. Everyone in the world has an ego to some extent, but lead singers especially have egos, right? We get that. That's fine. But Bono and The Edge and James Hetfield, they all understand that the power that they have as musicians is the 4 of them collectively.
Yep.
Period.
Great point. Great point.
No one is there just to see fucking you sing your goddamn songs. They want to fucking hear the whole band the way it's supposed to sound, right?
Yep.
That's what they're there for. Whether most casual fans know that or not, but I think most fans are like, oh, it doesn't sound the same with these 4 guys, but I can sing the song. But you know, the magic of the band is the band. Period. And
Chad,
even you guys, Mick Jagger knows it, for fuck's sake. It's like, Ed, you're better than Mick Jagger, Bono, and Eddie Vedder. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Right.
Great examples, by the way, that you make. Those are great examples.
And a lot of bands, like they might have, like it might be a lead singer that has session musicians. You guys were an actual band that wrote together and came up with it.
It's not a singer-songwriter with fucking 3 monkeys playing around him.
Like right.
The reason he's successful, the reason we're all successful is because of all of us, period.
Yes.
And it's great.
And the fact that doesn't click in his brain is absurd because he hasn't been able to recreate that lightning ever again without you guys. So it's like, hello.
Supposedly they're working on music. That'll be fucking awesome.
Please, I heard Goose Black Pimple Ass or whatever it was, and it was garbage. Whatever that solo shit.
Yeah, supposedly they're in the studio working on music now. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
I'm dripping with.
It's funny because Chad and I had these conversations before Ed came back, before Ego came back, and we're like, is he capable of writing real real Throwing Copper type songs anymore, like melodies and lyrics like that? I don't think he is. He doesn't have it. Right, he is the Vegas Elvis version of himself.
I want to reply to Michael Burns real quick because he brings up a thing. So the sad part is Chad T was complicit in that back then. So he was, but let's not forget that Chad Taylor wasn't sober back then. He's been on a journey and kind of talked about all that stuff and his part in it. And he's made amends, apologized for shit that went down. So he was a part of it.
It's all good. I mean, I understand that. I didn't like it, but you know, it is what it is. It happened, and now we're cool with each other.
That's it. Shit happened, and like we talk about all the time, as you learn more facts, opinions change. You know, it is what it is. We're not rigid in that thought. Phil, but you know the way we do it here, we always like to leave the guests wanting more. Is there a way you want to direct the audience to go check out your podcast or any social media things that you have?
Hey, man, I appreciate that. And again, I so enjoyed the conversation, man. It's an absolute dream come true to join you guys. Yeah. So, ITG Next. It's you can go to ITG Next, and that'll bring you up to all of our Facebook, our social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. And it's real simple. Just ITG Next Georgia.
Cool. Oh, Georgia, cool.
We were in the game, and AE Sports didn't like that, or EA Sports didn't like that. You know the commercials, EA Sports, it's in the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So in the game, we just took the first 3 letters, ITG. So that's where we are, ITG Next. That's how that came about.
Got it. That's cool.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Clever. The one and only Phil Jones. Again, thank you, sir, for coming on. We will definitely have you on again. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much, dude.
Hey,
Enjoy
guys.
the rest of your day. Gracious audience. That's Mr. Phil Jones.
He was great.
Fun dude. Yeah, good questions.
What a cool business, like, to find that niche to treat, like I said, like the question I asked him, treating pro sports or treating high school sports like pro sports with media coverage. It's freaking cool. Really
it's
cool
smart,
concept.
man.
Yeah.
And all the parents are going to listen. The kids might want to listen, hear if they're talked about. Like, it's definitely a built-in audience right away.
Oh yeah, you remember being like when you were a kid and you played sports and your picture was in the paper. You're like, yeah, it's fucking cool. I mean, now it's like on the internet, Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You cut out the picture, or if they mention your name in it, you save them all. I wonder where all that shit is. My mother probably threw it out. Bobby,
threw it all out too.
yours would be worth money. Bobby said he wanted to come on and talk about some shit before the show ended. So let's bring on the one and only Bobby and see if he does have anything or if he was busting my balls. What's going on, Bobby?
Oh, I was just busting.
Hey, John,
I was busting your balls.
John, put up Karen's latest. have I met Kowalczyk?
So let me read it out for the listening audience. She goes, "Have you met with Ed Kowalczyk in person, Chad Gracie? There is someone in the internet. My homicide detective confirmed remote neural monitoring, RNM. He said the NSA does this and it's related to Havana syndrome. It's a weapon. That's what COVID is." So is that why they played Run to the Water from as they were coming, waking? Yeah. Wow. Ed Kowalczyk.
So is she, what is she?
Yeah, he's Illuminati.
I think they killed Ed Kowalczyk and someone took him over remotely.
I mean, he looks different.
He acts different. He looks different. He acts different. Maybe she's onto something, dude.
Maybe Ego is a different clone.
Yeah, the 1994 Ed Kowalczyk that helped write Throwing Copper would never do what this Ego Kowalczyk's doing.
Like Venom.
Yes, sir.
Might be onto something, Karen.
I have a video of SpaceX launch. You want to see?
Yeah.
This is odd. This is fucking odd.
Is this the elevator leaving the zip line?
Is it the elevator? What?
No, this is a different video. Go ahead.
Look at this.
The
shit.
fuck is that, bro?
It looks like it's hitting waters above, bro. That's what it looks like it's hitting.
Yeah, but that can't be a real launch, bro. They're launching it over a city.
Dude, look at it. Watch.
Yeah, but they don't launch.
Watch. What is it then, bro? What is it?
It's a
SpaceX launch. It's a SpaceX. It was Wednesday's morning launch, bro.
No way, dude. They don't launch rockets over cities, bro. They don't launch rockets.
It's not over the city. It's over the water.
It's way far away.
But it looks close enough to where you can see the coast.
So what is it now? What the fuck is it hitting?
You think that's real?
Of course it is. It's happened 1,000 times with SpaceX. Happens every time.
Chad, what is your thoughts on this, dude? Help me.
Happens every time.
I've witnessed this here in California. They launch them from Vandenberg, and if they're going into a southern orbit, they'll launch them down the coast, basically, so you can see that. And they'll do it close to when the sun goes down, so that that explosion where it separates is high in the atmosphere and it catches the sunlight from the other side of the planet. Because we're
so you've seen this with your own eyes, like something like they're launching something and it blows up?
I've seen it a few times, yeah. The first time I saw this, it was this big coverage, like, oh, it's a goddamn UFO, and like, no, it was a launch from Vandenberg. They launch them
right, but why is it just exploding like that if it's not hitting anything?
It's supposedly, I mean, I don't know. I'm not up there. I'm not a fucking rocket scientist, but supposedly what I was told, what I read was that it's when the separation happens, when they separate the vehicles, like there's a launch, there's the first stage and the second stage separates.
Yeah.
There's I don't know if it's an explosion, but there's there's this big to do, and it fucking makes this big atmospheric phenomenon.
And think about it. Every NASA shuttle launch that you've ever watched curves, doesn't it? Doesn't it curve down? Do you ever remember a rocket going straight up?
Well, no, they don't. They can't go straight up. They have to curve into fucking into
orbit. Yeah, it said
orbit.
that they have to curve into orbit. Yes. Okay. Have you seen the Starlink satellites? I see them all the time. Actually, they're flying by. They're
I've tried
pretty
to look
low.
for 'em. Like you have to be in low light to see them, or can you see them from the city?
I could still see them, but I'm farther from Manhattan.
Okay, so they're like in a line, right? They're really tiny, but they're
Yeah. They travel in like a
never
track, a
Right.
train of them go by.
Yeah.
I had some other videos I want you guys to see. Have you seen the Iran propaganda Lego videos?
Oh my God, please.
Yeah.
No.
It's actually pretty good.
That's what I love about
Some
our
of 'em-
media. Our media covers the Iran propaganda and then says Trump's wrong and he's not winning. We're not winning the war. Whatever you think about the war. I love when these motherfuckers are like, we're losing the war. By what fucking metric are we losing the war?
Yeah. I guess if maybe monetarily that we're fucking using $300,000 missiles to blow up a fucking 10-cent hut.
$20.
We literally obliterated their military and all their capabilities. It's like we have won in every way, shape, or form.
This reminds me of in Revelation when they talk about the locusts. This totally reminds me of the locusts in Revelation.
What
part? The swarms of locusts that are part of Revelation.
Relating to
part
what?
of
Part
of the plagues. Yeah, related to the drones.
Gotcha.
They're huge swarms. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have this. There was Trump released the UFO footage supposedly. I don't know how legit it is.
Well, he's calling for the release of them, so.
Yeah, this looks crazy though. I mean, I don't think it's AI.
That's the other fucking thing that's crazy about our time is that they basically whistleblowers that said whistleblowers that said there's biological entities that we've collected, that we've captured. We have all this footage and no one fucking cares.
Well, Rubio just put out a press conference saying that like we have captured vehicles, we shot down vehicles within the last couple weeks, and he wants the information released. Literally shot down UFOs.
You would think that every fucking body would be talking about that.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The world is crazy. Nobody cares because there's so much news. Like if this was fucking 20 years ago, the world would have stopped and we would be like, what? We need to know now.
Yeah.
But there's so much shit going on. People are like, we don't care that there's possible fucking beings from other planets in Earth or on Earth.
We're just being bombarded with information.
I saw this, Bobby. This looks fake to me because like, I don't know what is this plane capturing this thing? It's just wacky. And
it is kind of odd. You want to watch it or you want to?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I mean, the White House fucking put this out.
No.
What's that?
No, it says Trump released the files.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a fighter jet. I don't know. It could be AI, bro.
Well,
you never know.
You know, for years they've been talking about black triangles, like as our technology. You got the TR3B or whatever the fuck it is. That's supposed to be a big black triangle. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, the 52s, the 52s. What are they? SR-50, the SR-71, the Blackbird.
Yeah, the SR-72s too are supposed to be flying, but those aren't black triangles. The SR-72 is probably more like what was in the Top Gun, like what Tom Cruise flew. That's probably more close to the SR-72 than we probably want to think so. But
it's like a straight
big black triangles are like supposed to be like TR-3Bs or something like that. That's some kind of they didn't ever really tell you what the fuck they even do. They have now shown that there's RQ-180s exist and they look just like the B-21s. There's been pictures taken of the RQ-180s taking over Greece. They're like surveillance.
What do you guys think of? It was 11, but supposedly it's up to 15. Like scientists related to NASA are fucking disappeared.
Well, and then David
You
Wilcock
heard about
fucking
David
died.
Wilcox? Yeah,
Yeah,
David
yeah.
Wilcox.
He supposedly killed himself, and obviously said he wasn't suicidal, as they always do. And
No way.
and apparently he was on the verge of some big announcement or something. I don't know. It's fucking weird what's going on.
It's
He
weird.
was working
Trump made
in
an
an
announcement about it.
anti-gravity.
Trump just made an
He
announcement
was,
about it. And then, like, do you think this is our own government doing it, or do you think it's a foreign government doing it? You would think foreign, right? Because why would our government steal these people that are already working for them?
It's either that or just the military-industrial complex is trying to fucking silence them.
Or there's another option that they're building a team that they could be building a team for when disclosure does come.
That's true too. Yes.
Wow.
Like that could be another option.
That's very plausible.
Yeah, but seriously, so what does the world do? So right now we're all speculating. We pretty much believe that there's UFOs, beings from other like entities like on Earth. But what happens when it's 100% definitive proof that there's beings from other planets? Like what happens to Earth?
Well,
people are going to lose it.
Yeah, people are going to lose it. Now, if you ever watched or listened to anything from Dr. Stephen Greer, he tells you there's going to be disclosure, but it's going to be a false flag. It's going to be complete 100% bullshit. He says 20% of the UFO sightings are other beings, other entities, other vehicles that aren't ours. Most of the sightings is our shit.
Right.
And when I say our, I mean America. Like we have completely, like when Kelly Johnson, who was the head of Skunk Works, was dying, he basically said that we have fucking technology that is 30 to 50 years in advance of what you think we have.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is a guy from Skunk Works. This is not fucking some Yahoo on fucking internet going, oh yeah, I think I know. This motherfucker knows, right?
Like that stealth bomber we have, there's other countries that still don't have that technology. And that was like, we had that in the fucking early 90s.
The B-2. Yeah, the B-2. And now we're going to have the B-21. It's like, that thing be fucking crazy advanced.
Sick, bro.
All right.
Military tech.
I want to show one more, I guess. I want to show, this is just fucking weird. I mean, I don't know what to think about it, but I don't know. Whatever you guys think about it. What?
Let's see it.
All right. Well, this is what happened before the press. What was it? The White House
Correspondence Dinner.
Yeah, you got to
White House
share.
Correspondence Dinner.
All right. Well, this was an interview before it all happened, before everything, and listen to what they're talking about during the interview.
I got no sound. Oh yeah, she says something like there's going to be some big shots tonight or something.
She said there's going to be.
We don't have sound, Bobby. We don't have sound.
Yeah, you know what? It's really low. That's the problem.
Oh. Well, tell us what she said then.
When at the after conference or the after action report, whatever you want to call it, when they did the press conference after when Trump spoke,
right?
I want to hear what the fuck his speech was. He was like, I had some zingers. He was like, I was ready to give my speech.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, now I want to fucking hear this speech. I want to hear what the fuck he's going to say.
He is funny, bro. He is funny. Like I always loved. I liked him because he was funny, bro. That's the reason why I liked him in the first term.
But my point was, Carolyn Levitt was probably talking about the shots he was going to take at the fucking press.
Right.
I mean, she wasn't announcing the
Yeah. That's
anybody is on Trump's side, it's her. That fucking lady goes to bat for him every day of the week in front of the press. It's like she ain't going to be calling out that shit.
Did you see that one guy? It's an interview with this one guy who I don't know his name. I've seen it a couple times, and who knows if it's credible, but it could be. But he's saying that while he was under the table with a female journalist, he wouldn't say her name. She was like, "When I stand up, I hope they shot the orange motherfucker."
Wow.
Whoa.
This is a press member. I'm like, if he has not identified that woman to the Secret Service, he fucking should, because bitch needs to not be anywhere near the president, because to say that she won't fucking go off her fucking rocker.
Yeah. Wow, bro. So I mean, like for real, how many of these fucking attempts are there going to be? Like this has to be the most attempts on any political figure anywhere.
Hitler, 45.
Okay. Yeah.
Hitler
but
had 45.
Yeah, but Hitler was being hunted by the world. Trump isn't. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a whole list. There was more than the 3 we know about. There's a whole bunch of other ones that have not been.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why would you keep shit like that under wraps?
I think probably some of them didn't get to the point where it was actionable, so they don't
Right.
give out Secret Service tactics or how they're monitoring and shit. Who knows? But that's
right.
Just me.
So like they didn't get a shot off, but they arrested somebody with a gun and a plan or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently.
All right, cool. Bobby, anything else for the audience?
No, just like, subscribe, keep coming, and do what you do.
Yes.
Do what you do.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
The one and only Bobby, folks, from Bobby's World. He's always in Bobby's World, that's for sure.
He's always had interesting stuff. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Like I feel like his brain works faster than his mouth could go. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's more.
I do that with typing. Like
you can type.
Every time I type something, I'll leave out words like that need to be there. Like, oh shit, I'll go back and read it. And like, fuck. And my biggest problem is I'll hit send before I fucking proofread shit. So I'm always like, oh, I didn't put that word there and this word there. Fuck, makes no sense.
And how are you with talking it? Because like the talk to text has gotten so good, but I'm not as good as gathering my thoughts like through a text message as I am if I type it. Like if I'm just talking into it.
Yeah, I don't use it as much as I should. I'm probably lagging in that department. I probably should use it a lot more. But yeah, I agree with you though. I don't collect my thoughts as well when I'm just speaking into the thing, and then I'm going back and say, "Oh no, I should have said this," and blah.
Right. Which is strange because it's like I communicate pretty well like talking, but when I'm trying to talk to text, it doesn't come out the way if I'm actually typing it. It's fucking weird and strange. Another fucking gracious Tuesday, Mr. Gracie.
Hell yeah, it's all good. Yeah, Courtney says I love novels. I don't love novels, Courtney. Shut up.
Yeah, Gag loves novels. What up, Courtney?
I'll write my text in one bar instead of like 50, like my good friend Bill Hines does. It's like boom, boom, boom. John, you kind of do that too, which is fine. It's just like boom, text, boom, 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 boom. Like, okay.
Yeah,
I got it.
Because it's like a stream of consciousness. So it's like, and then actually, and another thing to it is because sometimes I'll like text what I want to say, and then I'll go back and read it, and then I'll like, let me take that out. That was so I edit myself afterwards. Where it's like if I don't want to edit myself, I'll just so I can't edit myself. Anywho,
yeah,
inside baseball, folks. We got some good stuff coming up. We're coming up on show 150. They're trucking along. We're looking for show 169 and so on and so forth.
That one.
That's right. That's right. If anybody's wondering about the flag behind me, I am converting to Judaism. So bring it on. Bring it on.
You can talk to my ex.
Yes. Oh, she did too?
Yeah, she converted. She got married. So.
Yep. I'm in the process of doing it now. That's why I have this hat on. The Lord is above me. What is Bobby sharing before we go? I don't know. Should I pull it up? Should I pull it up? Is it worth my time? I do have to pee. Okay, let's see. I like this.
What color is this?
White paint?
White House.
Oh my God! Take me with you!
What is this?
Pan!
I put the cake in the pan.
Oh no, it's not Shane.
Pancake. R.I.P. Aunt Jemima.
Take me with you! Take me with you!
What size are my hands?
They're small. Small hands.
No, big. My hands are very big. And then what is this?
A Mac. It's a Mac.
Big Mac.
Oh my God! Take me with you!
What is this?
Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Been another gracious Tuesday, folks. We'll see you back here, same time, same place next week. Keep it real. We're going.
Peace, everyone. Thank you.